All right, Shalom Akim. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone and rule well. And much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect throughout the four winds, pushing his truth and sincerity and diligence. All right, it's the brother Lord Yah from the great millstone, Lake Charles, Louisiana camp, coming back again with another quick lesson. And as always, Lord will be edifying to the elect. All right, so I basically want to go into a topic expounding on how, as you can see, the topic what this lesson is. It's gonna be hell until we get back home. All right, because the people, mainly our people, the hell with these other heathens, but the problem starts with us as a whole. All right, because our people is in this there's this broken mentality, and they actually expect for this place to continue to go on, and nothing's gonna change until everyone eventually just dies off. All right, but that's not what the Heavenly Father has in store for us. All right, us being a chosen people, being a real special people, near and dear to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right, which is the true name of the one who the world ignorantly calls God. All right, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, those are the true names of our true powers. All right, but what, man, this captivity is no different from any of the other ones, and mainly is a break off of all the other kingdoms. So just like all other kingdoms that was risen up, you know, they all fell. Likewise with this one. So I'm gonna jump right into it, and Lord will be edifying. This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach chapter 40 and verse 1. It says, "Great travail is created for every man." All right, because what? When you go into the book of Ecclesiastes, it tells you that the Lord reigns upon the just and the unjust. All right, meaning the Lord will bring good to all, and evil to all. If whatever, everything is going to be done according to the Heavenly Father's will. All right, and it makes a separation. It says, "And a heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam." All right, and from the sons of Adam, in order to be a son of Adam, you have to what? Come out of that seed. All right, that's why it says what? A heavy yoke. All right, when you look at a egg has a seed that comes from it. All right, so only out of that chosen line is going to be a heavy yoke, or a heavy burden, upon the sons of Adam. Okay, it says from the day that they go out of their mother's womb till the day that they return to the mother of all things. And it's evident that what? We are subject to being in captivity now. All right, and the mother of all things is what? Our true land. All right, where our kingdom is going to be established. All right, so we're subject to this bullshit. Like the scripture in Romans tell you that the creature was basically subject to vanity. All right, until what? Until Yahweh Shai come back on the scene and deliver his elect. But what? Through that is going to be a mass destruction that has to come. Great destruction has to come. All right, and that's why the sons of Adam, or the ones who are of their chosen seed, their chosen line, hey, we're gonna rejoice in these things, because what we see that the time is at hand to where we're soon gonna be delivered. All right, this is Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. It says, "But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all." All right, so that's where we're gonna return. These curses are going to be upon us until we return into our kingdom. All right, Esau is going to be in power until what? We return into our kingdom. All right, until we be brought back on high. And that's what it all starts with. It wasn't written or said that we was going to be in captivity forever. Nowhere in the scriptures. All right, and that's the thing that our people really have to snap out of that dunghill state of mind. All right. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 7 and verse 46. It says, "And I answered them and said, This is my first and last saying, that it had been better not to have given earth unto Adam." Why? Because Adam, when the Lord gave the breath of life unto him, what he was basically he went off. He broke the commandments due to what? Eve. Because Eve was beguiled first. Okay, it says, "Or else, when it was given him to have restrained him from sinning." So if the Lord would have set everything up perfect, if the Heavenly Father would have set up everything perfect and passed it down, because ultimately Yahweh Shai was Adam. All right, it says if he would have gave it to him everything the first hand, first go around to be perfect, what? The Lord would have personally had to stop him from sinning. You know, The Lord would have personally had to do them. So that goes to show you what it was set up that way. It says, O thou Adam, what hast thou done? For though it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone. And that's why what that heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam, because through Adam going off first, and his seed was subject to going off also. All right. That's why it says, "Well, thou art not fallen alone," and it shows that we have failed also because we're not in our right state. We're still held at this lower state, and also we're in captivity. It says, "But we all that come of thee," we all that fail have come of thee. All right. The only ones that's actually of Adam, of the seed of Yahweh Shai, is his elect men. All right. And it's really speaking of the nation of Israel, as a whole. All right. But what 2/3 are still in that sunken place, and they can't get out. This is Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 3 says, "Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob." And these are very possessive usings, It's always possessive. When you look throughout the scriptures, it always says, "O house of Jacob," "O Israel," Judah and Israel. It doesn't say no one else's name. The Lord always gave warnings to our people. It says, "And all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb. And even to your old age, I am he." So what? The Lord changes not. We're still subject to serve Yahweh Bashim Shai. It says, "And even to hoar hairs will I carry you. I have made you, I will bear you, even I will carry you, and will deliver you." All right. So it's Yahweh Bashim Shai that's gonna be the one to deliver us. All right. When Yahweh Shai makes their return, he's going to deliver us from all of these heavy burdens that we have, us worrying, us having to work, us having infirmities within the body, all right, us being sick all the time. We're going to be delivered for that. Not being subject to, just anything in this fucking place. You even have to check, the women being out of order, if they wasn't fucking transgenders. Although Yahweh Shem Yahshua having that spirit over you, the Lord won't lead you to nothing like that, But what? Hey man, this place is just total hell, And man, what? Let me go into Salaki. I can't because in apocrypha, but let me go into let me just try to find the scripture real quick. I can just bear with me. Because it says what? It says a heavy yoke. Let me try to find one. Okay. I'll use this one. Oh, Salakia. Hold on, let me get it out this other phone real quick, and I'll just read it. Going to this word heavy. Cause man, that's a masculine word, without me even just searching it up, Cause if you look at other words like gentle or soft, that's feminine words, But just for edification's sake, let me hurry up, grab this and jump back to the lesson. Because hey man, this is what we here to do, The men of Yahweh Shem Shai, we here to edify, We here to edify. Make everything real easy and simple to be understood. All right. It's the word. Jake got that heavy burden on him. Say you want to go free up. All right, I'm gonna take this word from Isaiah. All right, it says let's play it.
Strong's H3514. COVID.
COVID. It says
COVID.
It says yeah. It says weight, heaviness, mass, great. You know, great heaviness, weight, mass, abundance, grievousness. Yep. Hey man, this is man, we're grieved in our everyday life. You know, and it says grievousness of war. You know, because ultimately this is a spiritual battle. All right, but man, we also go through physical things that we have to deal with. You know, but mainly what this is ultimately a spiritual battle. You know, so yeah, man, that heavy yoke is real grievous unto us. All right. This is Luke chapter 11, verse 49. It says, therefore also said the wisdom of the Most High, I will send them prophets and apostles, and some of them shall they slay and persecute. You know, and this comes along with what? That heavy yoke. All right, because being a man of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, this is not no easy occupation. You know, as referred to as looking at these Christian pastors, they make everything look like it's just an easy job, and ultimately they're just set up to deceive. You know, and they're reaping benefits and have not known Yahweh Shem Shai. But what all the men of old, they've always had to show their faith through what their works, you know, show their faith through their works and how they feed the flock, and what going through persecution, being hated. All right, and that's a signal or a sign also to show you who the true men of the Lord are. All right, it says that the blood of all the prophets which was shed from the foundation of the world, and what is gonna even be in the end times that men are gonna be put to death for Yahweh Shem Shai. It says may be required of this generation because what you come back into the same lie doing exactly what you did before. All right. It says, from the blood of Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, which perished between the altar and the temple. Verily I say unto you, it shall be required of this generation. All right, so we must go through that persecution. You know, even so more getting closer and closer to that finish line. All right, and it says what it's gonna be required. You know, because ultimately, without the prophets being on the scene, the people the elect wouldn't get woken up. You know. That's how the elect is able to wake up through the prophets. Although it's scriptures that tell you that the Lord said if his chosen men wouldn't do it, he'll have rocks to do it. You know, and that's the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, but mainly what, man, it's evident that we are the true men of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, because we didn't just choose to do this. All right, and that's another part of man being a part of this ministry. You know, you can't choose your lot. All right. This is Acts chapter 14 and verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples, all right, and exhorting them to continue in the faith that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So before we get to that kingdom, it's going to be a whole lot of bullshit that you have to go through, deal with demons on these women, demons on whether you be at work, all right, in your household, period, all right, like I say, everything that we have to go through in this kingdom, you know, it must be conquered. You know, it must be one. I'm gonna just say conquered through the Spirit. You know, we have to go through it, and we'll continue in the faith. All right, like the scripture tells you in James the first chapter, Amen. Let patience have a perfect work. You know, and that's gonna what confirm basically be the reason how you confirm your soul, and ultimately it's confirmed through Yahweh Shem Shai. But what the Lord is gonna try His men through that fire. You know, that's how you're gonna be confirmed. This is the word, the Greek word for confirming. It says to establish, besides to strengthen more. You know, and what you're strengthened through what going through that fire. All right, and enduring in their hardness. All right. So this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. And ultimately, man, everybody won't be able to be Salaki. It says to support further to reestablish, meaning what you've been established again according to the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know. But it says to 2 Timothy 2 and 3. It says thou therefore endure hardness. It says thou meaning you. You know, Everyone isn't set up to endure the hardness of Yahweh Shema Shai, go through these things in this captivity. Everyone can't accept that persecution. Everyone can't get told whatever the case may be by a scoffer face to face. It's only gonna take what you being built up in the spirit to say, that's cool. Hey, the hell with it. Hey, throw up a curse on them if that needs be, and keep it pushing. Because we know what in the end we're gonna get the best laugh. All right. It says, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. No man that war entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. All right. And that goes to show you that this is a spiritual battle. So you're not supposed to be worried about exactly what the hell is going on in this place. Although we have to live our daily life, but that shouldn't stop you from pleasing Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, no matter what you go through. It says, and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. All right. The husbandman that labored must be first partaker of the fruits. Consider what I say, and the Lord give thee understanding in all things. Remember that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is the seed of David, was raised up from the dead according to my gospel. All right, wherein I suffer trouble as an evildoer, even unto my bonds, but the word of the Most High is not bound. It says, therefore and this is Apostle Paul, it says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake. We're subject to enduring everything for the elect's sake. If we get guns pulled out upon us, if our brothers get thrown in jail, all these things happen for the elect's sake. Everything around us is happening for the elect's sake. All right. Like some brothers might be put into concentration camps just to wake up an elect brother. That's you suffering all things for what? And for the elect's sake. All right. It says that they may also along with me obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai with eternal glory. All right. So this is what we're striving for. We're striving to get the hell up out of this wicked ass system, or this captivity we're in, and become rulers again. But before we can do that, we have to endure all this hardness that's placed upon us. All right. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25. Now I have the 2 times. It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. All right. And this is telling you that hey, hold on to it. The end is coming. There's no need for you to sit around and cry and pity about it. Hey, our time is coming, Akim. I'm saying, hey, keep your head up, and that spiritual eye open. Like the scripture say, make sure that you keep your eyes single. Hold fast to that what you have, that the wisdom, knowledge, understand you have. Hold fast onto it, because in those times when our faith is going to be really put to the test, that's all we're going to have to basically that's all we're going to have to keep us stable in those times. All right, while the rest of the world is going to be panicking and physically trying to win. We're set up to win spiritually, and ultimately we're going to win physically also, because Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be amongst us. All right. It says, verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. So you must keep the works of Yahweh Shem Shai to the end. You must be occupied in prophecy. You must be going out on the highways and hedges. All right. You must be edifying the flock. It says, to him will I give over the nations. All right. I will give him power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. This speaking of us ruling over these heathens. It says, as vessels of potter shall they be broken into shivers, even as I received of my Father. All right, so we're going to break their ass off in the kingdom. All right, and everything that they've done unto us is going to be, by far, way more, even worse, Because, man, in order to have rule over something, you have to be, you got to have power, It says, man, we're going to break them down, This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 29. It says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me. And this is what we're supposed to be doing right now. Everything that we go through, we're supposed to learn from those examples and apply it. All right. That's what got us in this hellhole in the first place. All right. Not learning and ultimately not applying what was given unto us. All right, it says, for I am meek and lowly in heart or in mind. It says, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. What? If you come and learn of Yahweh Shema Shai, that's how you enter into that rest. All right, that's how you're going to be comforted. All right, that's how you're going to be covered in those times of destruction when everybody else is being put to death or everybody else is starving. All right, it says, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So the things that we're partaking in right now is actually this is the easy part. You know, this is easy what we're doing, going out teaching. All right, putting our faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, applying the supplements that the Lord left for us to keep us in a good spirit. You know, doing the reading, doing the sit downs. All right, and ultimately we're dying. You know, so this is basically what the Lord's saying today. It's easy to die right now. You know, it's easy to die because ultimately this world that we're in has nothing to offer for us. All right, all this shit that's around us is gonna be destroyed. Okay, and that's what these people really fail to understand. They think that this place is gonna just go on forever, forever and ever. All right, now Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not having it. You know, the Lord is not gonna continue to have homosexuals roam through this earth freely. All right, have pedophiles just teaching it in schools, and you have your sons and daughters in them. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not gonna have this wicked ass place to go along any more longer. Go on any more longer. All right. This is Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 16. It says, for verily he took not on the seed, so like he took on not on him the nature of angels. And this is speaking of who? Yahweh Shai, because the Lord knows exactly what we're going through. All right, because what? He was subject first himself. You know, he was the first to awake among many brothers. All right. It says, but he took on him the seed of Abraham, showing you that what? The Lord came in the flesh. All right. Wherefore, in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brother, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to the Most High, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself has suffered, being tempted, he is able to secure them that are tempted. So basically, when we're going through those things, we're calling upon Yahweh Shem Shai, what that spirit comforts us. All right. Because when you go into the word secure, it basically means to become an aid unto. You know, the Lord is that spirit helps us. All right. And it's also telling you that Yahweh Shai overcame everything. So hey, we're subject to coming. So it's to overcoming these things. You know, that's why when you go right back to Revelations 2 and 26, it says, and he that overcome it and keep it my works. You know, Yahweh Shai overcame these things and kept it the works. Likewise, the men of the Lord. You know, that's how we're going to receive that power to rule over the nations and be set up on high again. All right. This is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 32. It says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. And this is also another sign that shows you that we are the men of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. All right. And this is what? We're still held captives. All right. Because we're just coming to the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua once again. You know, now we're back praising Yahweh Shem Yahshua, giving double honors to the elders. You know, the walls of Israel are being built back around us. You know, having that great protection. It says, in return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. So this is how you're able to, because the scripture tell you that whoever come to worship me must worship me in spirit and truth. You know, so you must have those names, and ultimately, also, so like you also repent, and when you repent, you turn away from those wicked deeds. It says, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, walking in straight and narrow path. It says, which was sin before the Lord. All right, and we remember them because what? They went off. You know, our forefathers went off. It says, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath. So this will happen. All right. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not a man that he should lie. Okay. It says, I promise with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And those are who what? When we go to Sirach 40 and 1, that heavy yoke was upon that's the sons of Adam. You know, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, that chosen line. You know, and it must come out of that line of Isaac, you know, that chosen seed. It says, and they shall be lords of it. We're going to be the next rulers, and not just next, but forever. All right. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. Meaning, we're not going to be made low again. We're not going to fall from our state ever again. All right. We're not going to have fucking heathens ruling over us again. All right. And those that have always been reputed as nothing, our spit is more worthier than these fucking heathens. All right. So we're never going to fall again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Why? Because the Lord have made an oath unto us. It says, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power. And this justifies exactly what I just said. All right. It says, and they shall be my people once again. Because we're always going to be considered as Yahweh Shem Yahushua people. But what? According to Romans 11:1, the Lord didn't cast us away. The Lord cast us away, but only for a period of time. And what? Yahweh made that reconciliation to bring us back into that fold. Us. All right, only the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. It says, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. All right, so the Lord is not gonna put us back in this hellhole once we get up out of here. All right, so the people that's just expecting for this to continue to go on and nothing's gonna change. No, the change is gonna start with Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the elect. All right, point blank period. I'm going to read the scripture one more time. This is Revelation 2:25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And the only ones that's really holding on to anything righteous is the men of the Lord. All right, we're holding on to these scriptures, these precepts, feeding the flock of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, keeping our eyes single and always worrying about how can we please the Heavenly Father. All right, it says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken into shivers, even as I received of my Father. So we're going to be brought right upon the right hand with Yahweh and Yahushua. All right, and where we're going to be set up to rule forever. All right, so with that, hey man, it's going to be hell until we get back home, but brothers got to continue to keep on pushing and, hey man, doing exactly what we was commanded. So with that, Lord willing, this was edified to the elect. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash, that belongs to the elders and apostles, great millstone, rule well, and much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect throughout the four winds, pushing the truth and sincerity and diligence. Shalom.